Welcome back to Extravagant Fragrances, everybody. Today I'm going to go down the top 5 female picks on my list that are attention grabbers. And the number 1 on this list, and I've done videos about this in the past, it's going to be the Pink Privacy. And this fragrance is just, for me as a fragrance connoisseur, it's like a fragrance that I go through regularly. Like, Egyptian Musk is my number 1 selling fragrance, but I would probably say right along with Jamaican Plum in number 2. Number 3 is going to be Pink Privacy. This is one of my top selling fragrances. I go through it on a regular basis. It's a very simple yet, high impact scent that just is sure to catch attention. I'm actually experimenting with some things on this fragrance that's in the works. I don't know when I will be coming out with it yet, but there's some other things I'm doing with this fragrance. But that's number 1 on the list. The number 2 on the list, they actually keep this particular fragrance in large bulk. I keep these in the 25-pound drums, and that is the Pink Sugar. Pink Sugar, what I find interesting is this particular fragrance. I find that the longer it sits, it's almost as if something crystallizes, something happens at the bottom of the bottles, and it begins to crystallize, and it looks, almost appears to be what is actually sugar. Hence the name, Pink Sugar. And so I'm just curious. I don't actually know what goes into the manufacturing process of this fragrance, but at the bottom of the drums and at the bottom of the bottles, if you shake it around, some of you vendors probably know, you'll start to see actual what looks like little sugar crystals down at the bottom of the bottle. And but Pink Sugar, heavy impact, high impact fragrance, just like Pink Privacy. Another highly sought after, no fail fragrance. And right in line with that is going to be Warm Vanilla Sugar. That very much reminds me of Pink Sugar. Warm Vanilla Sugar reminds me of just a regular vanilla. And if you're into like the old school throwback, like Vanilla Fields, that's kind of like right in line with that fragrance. This is another highly ordered fragrance that I see come through the website on a regular basis. And it's just sure to please, right? You can't go wrong with Warm Vanilla Sugar. The last 2 on the list, and I saved these 2 for the last, are 2 fragrances that I've never seen an unattractive woman wear these 2 fragrances. Anytime I've smelled these 2 fragrances, they've always been on highly attractive women. And that is going to be the 4th one here on this list is going to be the Coco Mademoiselle. It's a very, I don't know, it's just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very sophisticated, if that makes any sense. It's not nowhere along the lines of a hoochie scent. Again, there's nothing wrong with the hoochie scents. They smell good. Pink Privacy, Pink Sugar, Warm Vanilla Sugar, I consider those all kind of like hoochie scents. But the Coco Mademoiselle is definitely, it's one of those high-end, that lady over there drives a Mercedes-Benz, or Bentley type of fragrance, right? Those are the kind of, fragrances that I kind of picture those kind of women wearing. And the last in line is the Coach Poppy Flower. Again, another fragrance that I've never smelled this fragrance, except that it was on a woman that was extremely attractive. Highly sought after fragrance. This is another fragrance that I go through a lot of this fragrance. Whenever I go through my stock, I look at the shelves and I'm like, okay, I go down the list in my head of stuff that I already know sells well. Like Egyptian Musk, Pink Privacy, Jamaican Plum, right? All of those fragrances that that you have to keep them in stock. Coach Poppy Flower is one of them. Those are definitely one of those type of fragrances that I have to keep in stock on a regular basis, and for very good reasons. It's very floral, very fresh, very much for the summertime, and it's a little bit more on the sweet side. not a hoochie fragrance. I would say this fragrance is the type of fragrance that a woman in a cocktail dress would wear, like working in, like, let's say, an office setting. You know what I'm saying? Like a business type cocktail dress, right? If that makes any sense. But yeah, that fragrance right there, big hitter. And I think that's it. So these are the top 5 of the lady scents. Hope you like this video. I hope I've done the fragrances justice in terms of describing them. Until then, like, subscribe, and share when you get a chance. Take care, everybody.